Our city knows the sweet taste of victory. From the Stanley Cup to a Division I title win.
That still doesn't feel real.
A triumph isn't an end.
Now, new stories are being written, and Fox 5 and the Silver State Sports and Entertainment Network is following every team on ice. With our UNLV Skating Rebel national champions.
It's great for the city, it's great for hockey.
How will they defend their title?
Let's bring it home!
And the Henderson Silver Knights, skating with something to prove while building tomorrow's legends.
It's great to be able to teach and grow off a win.
Plus, how our youth teams are teaching kids to fly on ice. And what's in store for the new faces of the VGK, including their monsters in the north.
The Golden Knights are beefing up their minor leagues with the Night Monsters. These teams, our teams.
Where their victories become our victories. Building the future of hockey, one player at a time.
Vegas wanted hockey, Vegas got hockey.
Covering every team on the ice. This is Hockey in the Desert Weekly.
Welcome inside another edition of Hockey in the Desert Weekly. I'm your host, Vince Sapienza. Let's fire home a snapshot of what is in store over the next 30 minutes. We're going to look back at the week that was for all the Knights. We'll show you Nick Waugh's first game back at the Fortress. I'll tell you which Silver Knight earned All-Star honors. Plus, I sit down with Skating Rebels freshman defenseman Asher Weitz to talk about the team's success and its transition into college hockey. However, we begin with the trade from over the weekend that brought another big name to Las Vegas. Even in the midst of their longest winning streak in years, the Golden Knights refused to rest on their success, going out and grabbing Rasmus Andersson, who by all accounts was the top name available on the trade market. The 29-year-old is in the midst of his 10th NHL season, where he has accrued 261 points in 48 games this season. He has 30 points while leading his team in ice time, averaging just over 24 minutes a night. He plays in all situations, including power play and penalty kill. He was selected to Team Sweden for the Winter Olympics in less than 24 hours after the deal was announced. General Manager Kelly McCrimmon met with media to explain the type of player Vegas is getting and what he adds to the team.
We get a high-end defenseman. He's drives possession. He can make plays. He's good in transition. He's aggressive in the offensive zone. He's played a lot for the Flames. He's played a lot of hard minutes for their team. And we think he's really going to add to our hockey club. I think that he's going to help our team speed by being able to move the puck and transport the puck, either carrying it or passing it. He's going to, give us he can make plays. And I think to win, there's a point in time where you have to have playmakers on your team. He, for me, is a guy that can do that. This guy is another one, another player like that is going to help our team be faster. It's going to help our forwards be better offensively. They're going to get the puck in better spots. They're going to get the puck in transition. They're going to get the puck in breakouts. So those things are all, that's a big part of what your offense looks like, is what that group of six defensemen are doing in terms of moving the puck. And it's not to discredit the puck moving ability of the other guys, but Theodore is elite, and nobody passes the puck like him. Very few guys in the league. Hanifin is more of a transporter. He's more of a guy that carries it because he's such a good skater. Rasmus Andersson for me is a little bit of both. Rasmus Andersson is very much what we were looking for. That would be the best answer I could give you. I think he's going to come in and complement our team really well.
A ringing endorsement for the newest Knight. Now, Andersson is in the final year of his contract. As of Monday, McCrimmon said the team had not spoken with the player's representatives, but the plan is to sign him to a long-term deal, and they are, quote, hopeful to do so. McCrimmon said that the situation is similar when they acquired Noah Hanifin, getting the player in town and then working on a new contract. Andersson did not play on Monday. He was still dealing with immigration issues. Now, if anyone knows what the Golden Knights are getting in Rasmus Andersson, it's Noah Hanifin. The two played together for 5 seasons prior to Hanifin landing in Vegas, and Hanifin said he spoke with his former and once again teammate on Sunday for about 20 minutes soon after the deal was done.
He's really mobile, smart player. I think he can bring a lot of offense. I think he can score. So I think just with the way we play, I think with the assets we have up front, the forwards, we have the skill we have. I think getting a guy like him who can move the puck and distribute it well will be beneficial to our team. He's a great teammate, great guy. I think he's going to fit in really well here. He's a great hockey player, moves the puck really well. So just a lot of excitement, and yeah, can't wait to see him.
Now, to get a player of that talent, you have to give, and the Calgary Flames, who are also retaining 50% of the current deal for Rasmus, acquired Vegas' 2027 first-round pick, a conditional 2028 second-round pick, which will turn into a first if the Knights win the Stanley Cup. They also got the rights to former 7th-round draft pick Abram Wiebe, and of course, creme de la creme, Stanley Cup champion Zach Whitecloud. Now, the 29-year-old was an undrafted free agent who signed in March of 2018 for Vegas, and after playing 2 years with the Chicago Wolves in the American Hockey League, Whitecloud became a fixture on the ice and in the community, totaling 8 seasons here in Vegas, racking up 368 regular season games, 78 more in the Stanley Cup playoffs, and one of his biggest moments came in Game 1 of the 2023 Stanley Cup Final, where he scored the game-winning goal en route to a Stanley Cup championship. Now, in 47 games played this season, Whitecloud has 2 goals and 7 points, averaging just under 19 minutes a game for the Knights.
Character through the roof, very popular, well-liked teammate. We wish him all the best in Calgary. I think that he'll play very well there. I hope he does great. And personally, he's from Brandon. I've known him since he was a young guy, and watched him play bantam hockey, midget hockey, junior hockey, college hockey, and was really proud of him being able to accomplish what he did in our organization yesterday. And speaking with Zach, he could not have been classier. He obviously disappointed, loved everything about playing in Las Vegas, the organization, his teammates, but understands, and he was very gracious for his time here, as we are to him, that with the time that he spent in our organization.
The trade's tough for a guy like Whitey. He's a Stanley Cup winner with us. He'll always be remembered in the group for that. We've had a few leave over the years. That's a bit of the business, but it's tough. It's tough on the guys. I'm sure it was a tough day for them yesterday. He's a popular guy. So that part is, never easy. But then the flip side, once Rasmus gets in the lineup, he should make us a better team, right? That's why we make these trades.
Now, as for Whitecloud, he made his Calgary Flames debut less than a day after the deal was made. Calgary played host to New Jersey. The Devils came out on top in overtime 2-1. Whitecloud had 30 shifts and played 22 minutes, 33 seconds. To put that in perspective, it was the second highest on the team that game, and it stands as the second most for him time on ice this season. After the game, he met with the media, and during his session, he was asked if he felt blindsided by the move.
Blindsided's a harsh word. I think I didn't know, and sometimes that happens. That's the way of the road, and yeah. Like I said before, let the emotions hit you as they come. You're not going to sit there, and you're going to feel frustration. You're going to feel sadness. You're going to feel whatever comes to you, right? But I think during that process, that's the exciting part, is that there's so many new things to go out and experience. Spent a lot of time in Vegas, and grateful for those times, grateful they happened, but more so excited to come here and have a fresh start and fresh group of guys, and play in a new city, playing a Canadian hockey market. That's super exciting for me, and just come in and have fun. I won't lie to you, it's tough. Your world kind of gets turned upside down, and you're trying to answer as many phone calls as you can from the people that care about you, and no one's ever going to say it's easy, and it definitely isn't. But at the same time, you're feeling all these emotions, and you got to let them hit you and experience them as they come, right? You can't just tell yourself, all right, let's go to Calgary, let's just get on a plane and go. You have to acknowledge those emotions and go through it, and that's part of playing in the league, and that's part of the business. And we'll kind of once we got our heads on straight, my fiance and I, we're excited right away. Hearing from a lot of people, obviously my teammates in Vegas, it was nice that a lot of guys came over and said goodbye later as we were packing and stuff like that. So that meant a lot to me and my fiance.
Now, as the Golden Knights head out east for a 4-game road trip, Kelly McCrimmon also provided some injury updates, saying that Braden McNabb, Colton Sissons, Brandon Saad, Brett Howden, Carter Hart, William Karlsson all will not be returning to the lineup prior to the Olympic break on February 6th. Vegas has 9 more games before the Winter Games begin. We'll be right back.
You're watching Hockey in the Desert Weekly.
Welcome back inside Hockey in the Desert. The Medieval Maniacs will get a chance to say goodbye to Zach Whitecloud when the Flames come to Vegas on April 2nd. But before we get there, on Thursday, fans had a chance to give one more ovation to another Stanley Cup champion. For the first time since being traded in the summer to the Toronto Maple Leafs, Nick Waugh was back inside T-Mobile Arena.
Waugh with a burst of speed, right down the middle. Score! Waugh has a step. Waugh to the net. Backhand score!
It feels weird to be back being in this locker room, but really excited. I had so many good memories here. Just looking around the building, seeing some familiar faces. Really exciting.
Waugh played 6 seasons for the Golden Knights, totaling 362 games and a gold sweater, scoring 68 goals and 166 points, adding another 79 games in the Stanley Cup playoffs and 32 points. I caught up with him before the puck dropped, and as much as he wanted this to be just another game, he knew under no circumstance that it would.
I try not to think too much about it, obviously. Already so much excitement around the game, but no. I mean, I saw Hager a couple of weeks ago, obviously coming back here. So, yeah, just gonna try to enjoy the moment tonight. Emotions are gonna be involved. Like I said, I had a great time here for many years. So, I don't know how it's gonna play out, but like I said, I'm just really excited about tonight, and we'll see what happens.
Holding backhand, Jimmy on the backside, rebound score, and Nick Waugh for the overtime winner.
Waugh tells me he loves Las Vegas, but he understands the business side of the sport. Through 45 games with the Leafs, he scored 4 goals and chipped in 17 points, averaging just under 15 minutes per game.
Obviously, coming to a new team, there's always a little adjustment at the start of the year. I think after the first 10-15 games, I really found my role, found my game. So I've been feeling really good lately. So hopefully keep it going.
Now, as for the game itself, the national headlines were less about Waugh, more about Mitch Marner facing his former team for the first time. Aiden Hill also back in the net for the first time in nearly 3 months, though a tough return for the Knights netminder. Vegas found themselves down 2 goals 4 separate times in this game, but they refused to roll over, and it set up for one of the best finishes in T-Mobile Arena history. In the third, the Knights scored 3 goals, including the tying goal with 7 seconds left in the game. Tomas Hertl, his 19th, sends us to yet another overtime. But fortune starting to favor the goal. Mark Stone below the goal line feeds Jack Eichel, buries it with the backhand, caps off a 4-point night for him. 2 more points in the standings, and one big moment for Marner and his besting of the Buds. Now, as we all saw, all good things do come to an end. The Philadelphia Flyers snapped Vegas's 7-game win streak with a 2-1 win. The Knights had a season-high 7 power play opportunities in this one, only able to capitalize on 1. Vegas had 2 costly turnovers that led to goals, both by Travis Konechny, including the winner, which just so happened to be while Vegas was on the man advantage. Carl Lindbom named to his first AHL All-Star game and becomes the first HSK goaltender to represent the team at the All-Star Classic. Looking at the numbers, his 2.07 goals against average and his .928 save percentage, both ranked 3rd in the league. In 10 of his 14 starts, the 22-year-old has given up 2 goals or less. The 2026 All-Star game will take place in Rockford, Illinois, and Lindbom will participate in the skills competition on February 10th.
And now it's kept in. Wells, another bank. He scores!
Welcome to the E. Blake Wells on Saturday scored not only his first but second ECHL goals. The Night Monsters went up 3-0, though the game would go to overtime, eventually shootouts, where Tahoe would come out on top for their first shootout win of the season and the regular season victory over the Thunder. And don't forget, the Silver State Sports and Entertainment Network is your home for Night Monsters hockey. The next time you can see Tahoe on the TV, February 4th, 6th, and 7th when they take on Utah. I am here with Skate Rebels defenseman, freshman Asher Watts. Asher, how you doing? Thanks for joining us.
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
All right, first things first. How did a kid from Boca Raton, Florida, make his way to Las Vegas?
Kind of a crazy story. I was actually up playing junior hockey in Canada before this, and the coaches kind of reached out to me about coming down to Vegas, came on a visit, absolutely loved what I saw, and ever since I stepped foot in Vegas, I just wanted to go to school here. So it kind of just was a perfect fit, honestly, coming from Florida to Canada, kind of to Vegas now.
So as you're playing in Canada, how much are you aware of what's happening here at UNLV, what they've been able to do, take those massive leaps, ACHA, as they're trying to get to that NCAA Division I status?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you kind of hear what's going around in the hockey world, everyone's talking, but honestly, the coaches reaching out and some of the players as well really kind of puts into perspective what's going on here, and it's super special, so it's super exciting for sure.
How would you describe, you're not complete with your freshman year here, but how would you describe the season thus far?
Yeah, I mean, it's been really fun so far. Definitely exciting. Only 3 losses in the first semester, so hopefully trying to repeat this year. But yeah, it's been a bit of a learning curve, but it's been good so far.
What's been the biggest learning curve for you?
I mean, just balancing school and hockey and social life and just everything that comes with being a student athlete. So definitely it's new for me.
So, obviously a lot has been made about the national championship that was a year ago.
Yeah.
I'm curious, in the room, how much is that subject brought up? How much is that talked about? Not necessarily of, hey, look what we did, but hey, look what we want to get to again.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something we talk about all the time. It's kind of our main goal at the end of the year. So we didn't really talk about last year too much, but it's more about trying to just get to that level that we know we can be at.
I've talked to a lot of your teammates over the course of the season. They talk about how much this freshman class has taken the big steps.
Yeah.
You obviously being a big part of that. What have you gauged from your fellow freshmen of that ability to transition, take those steps necessary, and kind of grow and elevate at a pretty rapid pace? Because this season, as I'm sure experienced, goes quickly.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think our freshmen have done an unbelievable job fitting in with the group, and honestly, that says a lot about the older guys bringing us in and making us comfortable. And yeah, I mean, everyone can play with pace here, so it's just been easy to fit in for all the freshmen, and it's been really good so far.
So before we look ahead to this weekend, let's talk about what happened your last time out. A massive 2-game sweep over Niagara University. They were previously number 3, you were number 4. You have now flip-flopped after that sweep. What did those 2 victories do for the group? What is the feeling as you guys, continue to ramp up, get ready for that national tournament?
Yeah, I mean, those were 2 absolutely huge wins. Dougie, our goalie, played unreal. But it's really good for the confidence to know, like, going into nationals coming up soon, we can beat those top teams. And yeah, I mean, just 2 big wins always helps the morale of the team.
Yeah, you guys have played some obviously top-ranked teams earlier on, as you mentioned. Just 3 losses in the first semester, a couple games against Minot. I know you want back. You want back at nationals. But how would you gauge the growth, let's say, from those games in the early semester to what you guys were able to do against Niagara?
Yeah, I mean, I think just a lot of it is limiting, like, just weird mistakes. I think as the season's gone along, we kind of tightened up what we've been doing, and it's been kind of coming together with the systems and the new players. So kind of just, because every year is a new group.
Right.
So the longer you go, the more you can come together. I just think we've gelled more and more as a team as the year has gone along.
So back home at City National Arena this weekend, a 2-game set against Colorado State. First things first, what have you made of the home crowd here at CNA?
It's actually unbelievable. I was not expecting it. The fans are crazy and rowdy, and it really just fires up the guys that go out and perform.
Is it the quantity, or is it the decibel level that has shocked you?
It's both. I mean, we're sold out about every night, and we got some crazy fans always screaming, so it's definitely just makes the game more exciting for sure.
Something very exciting is Friday in that first game against the Rams. It is Hockey Fights Cancer Night here at City National Arena for the Skating Rebels. You're going to have some very cool, unique jerseys that are going to be auctioned off. The auction is now live on the Rebels website. I'm curious what that means to you, and those kinds of nights are always special and always marked on the calendar for different fans. What does that mean for you?
Yeah, I mean, it means a lot. I think everyone knows someone or has a family member that's been affected by cancer, so in order to raise money, it's super special to everyone in the locker room, and it's a good thing to do as a team, just try to help some people out.
What have you made of how much community work this program does on a weekly, daily basis?
Yeah, I mean, we do a ton, which I think is great, honestly. It really helps, push our brand as a team and show that we're trying to help the community as well as they're trying to support us.
One other community event that is obviously big for the program is the annual Skating Rebels Gala. And the 20th Skating Rebels Gala is coming up this year. Obviously, again, it is the marquee event. You talk about an ACHA program that is, pretty much reliant on the community, donations, sponsorships, things like that. That is another massive event for this program.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely an enormous part of it. None of this could be possible without our sponsors, our fans, coaches, players, everyone that goes into it. So to get everyone in one building to kind of just help push our program to the next level is super important in order to move along.
Before we close things out here, Asher White, Skating Rebels defenseman, what were the goals coming in for you this season on a personal basis?
Yeah.
Obviously, the team is getting back another championship, but what were they for you?
I mean, yeah, obviously I want to win a championship first, but personally it's just to, find my role on this team, get my groove as a freshman, and I think I've done a good job just, trying to keep the puck out of the net and trying to chip in offensively at the same time, sort of playing on both sides of the puck. But yeah, my goals are just go out there and have fun, because if we're not having fun, what's the point, right?
That's right. There you go. And a lot of fun to be had here at City National Arena this weekend, a 2-game set against the Colorado State Rams. Asher White, freshman defenseman for your Skating Rebels. Asher, really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Best of luck the rest of the way. We'll chat down the line.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
As we wrap up Hockey in the Desert, it's time to clear the ice and take a look at this. The first goalie fight in the National Hockey League in almost 6 years. Sergei Bobrovsky, Alex Nedeljkovic. However, this just didn't quite cut it. It's an honorable mention. Why? Well, the true clear of the ice today as we go back to T-Mobile Arena, where Jackson Sapienza got the last-minute call to fill in for the Mites at night, and Jack said, I'm not just here to take part. I am here to take over. As you can see, he's elite on the back check, loses a stick, collects himself, and then check this out. Speed for days, past his teammate, selfish as all hell, gripping, ripping, Tendy, didn't have a chance. Look at the celly! Clearing the ice.